Hello everybody, I welcome all of you to my channel Learning with Faraz once again. As we are continuing the Python series, this could be the fourth part this series. So in this video, we are going to study about the strings in very much details. So like we're going to study the strings, the data type which I have taught you in the last video, the last part. That data type I'm going to explain you in detail. So stay with me. Now, what are strings? As I told you, strings are collection of characters like this. A character is as an alphabet. When I mix the alphabet, I make words. When I mix words, I make sentences. So this goes. That are your strings like this. You can see an example here that I can tell you that action speaks louder than word is a kind of string. I can tell you that, right? So that's what strings are, and they're very useful. Means in your real life programming, you're going to use them very much as compared to numbers. Numbers are also very useful, but strings are very much useful when you make real world applications, as taking the input as the username or Gmail or whatever you take. It's kind of a string only, so bear with me. So as you understood, string is a collection of characters. Now let us move forward. Strings in Python. Now there are four ways in which you can create strings in Python. The first way is you can take single quotations. If you take single quotations, that is your valid strings. Inside the single quotations, make sure starting one should be a single and ending one should also be the single one. Now coming on to the next one is your double quotation strings and triple quotations. Now this triple quotation is with single, single. When it to triple double quotation like this. So these are the four ways in which you can create your strings in Python. I hope you understood this part. Now let us move forward to the implementation part of the strings. You understood how to create string. There are four possibilities. Whichever you feel is comfortable for you, go for it. But my personal favorite is double quotations one. So we will go on. Now let us move forward. We have studied how to create a string. Let us move forward. There are two operators that we are going to use next. That one operator is called as your item access operator, that is your square brackets, and the next one is your colon, that we call it as slice operator. So these two operators are very useful for accessing or manipulating the parts of the string. They're very useful for maybe accessing or manipulating the parts of the string. So stay with me when I explain you all these things. Now for example, I have a string. I've made a string like student. I've taken that student, right? Now what I can do is, when I take student equal to John, in the next step, if I take student and open a square bracket and close the square bracket, within that square bracket there are three possibilities that I can take. Again I am saying you, within that square bracket there are three possibilities that you could take. The first possibility is you can take one number inside it, only one number. For example, if I have taken student is equal to John, and that student in that bracket, if I take 2 and close this bracket and print this statement, so I will get J is 0, H is 1 and O is 2. So I'll get O in my print statement, I'll get O in my console. So that is the logic here. If you take only one argument as an integer, and should be an integer, and the good thing is that number could be positive, negative and 0 as well. If you take positive number, if I take 2, it will start from that part, like J, it will start from J as 0 as the index. If you take positive numbers, it will start from that letter only where it is starting, right? Understanding? From it will go from left to right, it will go if you take positive numbers. But if you take negative numbers, it will go from right to left, and the right indexing will start from -1, not 0, because 0 is not a negative number, right? I hope you're understanding it. -1, -2, -3, -4, it will be if I'm taking negative numbers. If I take print s of -1, I'll get n in my console. That will be printed because it will start from right to left if I take negative numbers. I hope that is clear for you. We have studied two parts, where in the square bracket you can take either one number and you can use positive and negative numbers. Now coming on to the next case, that is your second case. In the second case, you can use two numbers, I can say two numbers separated by colon like this. Syntax is string variable bracket open start colon and bracket close. That will be your syntax if you are using a single colon into it. Whenever you are using a single colon, there are three possibilities that could happen. The first possibility itself is you can take starting value and ending value. You are mentioning both of them. In the second case, you are taking starting value but omitting the ending value. In the third case, you are omitting the starting value and ending the mentioning the ending value. In the last case, you are omitting both of the values and just taking colon. So these are the four possible cases that can happen whenever using a slice operator within a string variable within the square brackets, right? Now let us discuss them one by one. I will go with the first one, which says that I'm specifying both of the numbers, both of the indexes. The first is called as starting, the second is called as ending index. Now for example, again consider this: action speaks louder than words. I have this statement. Now that variable is stored in something called as verb. In the next step, I will take verb. Within that brackets, I will put maybe 1:5 I am taking. Right, so what will happen is it will start the string from first index and it will end at the last -1. I mean, if you take 1 and 5, it will take 1, it will take 2, it will take 3, it will take 4. That's what it will not take 5. That's what I'm saying. Again, if I take 2 to 10, it will take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Till 9 it will go. It will not take the 10. So last index will not be concluded. It will be excluded. So remember that part. That is very important. That is often confusing. Starting is considered, ending is excluded. Remember like that only. I hope that is clear for you. You can see the example here for your understanding. Again, we are going to study that on our desktop only. Implementation part is also going to happen. Do not worry. So let me go on to the next one. That is your second case where you are just specifying the starting index and omitting the ending index. So for example, if I take again action speaks louder than words, if I take that variable name, open the bracket, if I take 2 colon and leave that blank and close the bracket. So what will happen, see here, it will start the printing or start the string from second index, that is A is 0, C is 1, T is 2. It will start the string from second index. It will take all the letters after it. You will get this result. TIONS speaks louder than words. You will get the result as this one. If you omit the last one, okay, I hope you're understanding this. It's very simple. I'll give you an example in our implementation part. Now coming on to the next one is your last third one. If you're omitting the starting index, for example, if I'm taking again verb, I am omitting the starting one, at the last I am taking as 5 colon 5. So what will happen is if you omit the starting one, it will consider 0. So from starting till 5th minus 1, starting is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 it will take. So that is what is going to work. I hope you are understanding three cases, and let us move on to the next one. If I don't specify any one of them, then entire string will be printed. Nothing will be omitted, nothing will be excluded. Everything will be printed as it is. It is a kind of string that is copied, right? Now another thing I want to tell you is strings in Python are immutable. Now what is immutability? Immutable means something which you cannot modify, which you cannot replace, which you cannot delete. For example, if I have actions speak louder than words, I cannot manipulate this string now. No. Even if I did something, if I append something, it will create a new copy of that string. Original will be as it is. I will show you that in implementation part again. I hope you're understanding this. So that was all about slice operator. When I will implement you this, you will understand this better, in a better manner. I hope you understood now itself, but in implementation part, you will get in a very perfect manner. I hope you understood this. The first thing I told you was we can create string by 4 methods. So I will show you the first one. String 1 is equal to, so I can take single quotation. I can say actions speaks louder than words. I can do this. Next, what I can do next is I can say string 2. I can take double quotations as well. Again, I am taking same thing. Action speaks louder than words. I can do that. Next, string 3 equal to, I'll check, see, first single quotation, second single quotation, third one. Can you see that? Now within this I can write again. What happened? Wait, I can write here actions speaks louder than words. There are, yeah, I know there are small mistakes. No worries, no worries. Let it be, let it be. We are not, however, doing a English class here. So double, triple quotations. I hope you got this. Again, I'm putting the same thing. Action speaks louder than words. So that are the 4 ways you can create your own string. So again, I told you I'm going to implement the second one, so I will delete the first and the next two one, right? The first thing we are done with. Now we will start with our slice operator. For example, if I do string 2, open and close this one, I told you I can take any number within this. So what I will do is I will take 2 now. So what will happen here? This is 0. Indexing always starts from 0. I hope you know this. 0, 1, 2. So this t is at second position. So this will return t to me. Let me print it and check. Print statement. Let me check it. Save. Let me run it. Wait. Let me run it. Yes. You can see t there, right? That's what it happened. If you take single number, it is going to return the single character itself to you. Okay, next, coming on to the next one. Next, again I will show you one more example. If I take 10 here, let us count first. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we will get E here. Probably we'll get E here. So I'm going to compile this. Yes, we got E. I hope you understood this single. If you're taking single number, what will happen? Again, you cannot take any floating points here. You cannot take alphabets there. See, it will give an error to me. Yes, strings indices must be integers. Understood? You cannot even take alphabets. I cannot take here A. Again the same error. Okay, I hope you understood this. Now the next thing is, what if I take negative numbers? I told you if I take -5. I told you negative means, positive means from left we will go to right. Negative means from right we will go to left. But from right we will not count from 0. We will start from -1. -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So we will get W probably. Let's check it. Yes, you got W here. I hope you understood about negative indexing as well for the first case that we have discussed. Now let us move on to the next one. Let us go for the second case where we take 2 parts in this one. If I take colon here, I will take the first number here. This will be the starting. This will be the ending part. This will be the starting index. So if I take here maybe 3, if I take here 9, so what will happen? See here, it will start from 3, it will go till 9 minus 1, it will go till 8. It will exclude the 9th one. So I'll start 1, 2, sorry, 0, 1, 2, 3. It will start from I. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It will exclude P. It will return this part to us. So highlighted part will be returned to you. Let us check it. Save. Compile. Can you match that thing? Yes, we got IONS, we got space, we got S. So that is how it works when you take 2 integers with a colon separated by a slice operator, that is a colon. Now I've studied about 2 parts also. We are taking the first case is done where we are specifying both the things. But if I specify the first one and neglect the second one, what will happen? See, if I take 2 colon, so it will go here 0, 1, 2. From T it will print all the things. It will take all the things. So let us save and run this. You got your TIONS. From there you got your entire string. Next, if I omit the first one, if I omit the first one, I take here second one as 10. So what it will do, start from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We will get this result now. Save, run. Yes, we got that part. I hope you can understand that. Again, we will not get the last part, sorry to say. We will get this part. 0 minus 1 for the last index. Is it recording? Yes, probably it is recording. Well, I hope you understood this. If you omit both of them, you will get the complete string. Wait. you will get the complete string. Action speaks louder than words. Whatever I have written, you will get the complete string there. I hope you understood this part. So you can also do one more thing, like you can do one more thing. You can take another variable as 10, for example. You can put this variable name here as well. Yes, I hope you got it. Somewhere you will get such requirement. You can do this part as well. So let me just remove this, and I hope you understood this. This variable is giving an error now.